Hello everyone and welcome to Red Handed Robin, where we are a thief and we have like a childhood friend who's a detective. So I have to lie. I'm not that good at lying, so this will be well. So let's start. Part 1. Oh, there's like a bunch of options here. Oh. Do I have to press? Oh, I have to press. Oh, ooh. Okay. All aboard the Whirlwind Express, the first ever train to connect the capital of cities of Zephyr and Gales. Officially the most luxurious train in the world. No expense was spared on this groundbreaking maiden voyage. That's interesting. Okay, we're going to someplace. With one of our private luxury cabins, you'll be traveling in style, as we make history on this cross-country trip. I reread the ticket as I anxiously waited in the anxiously in the boarding line. Alright. What's up, bro? Beside me, my traveling companion spoke in a hushed voice, so as not to be overheard. There's blood on it. Wouldn't that be suspicious? Jay, do you see the people in this crew? In this queue? I very much doubt the ticket taker wants to cause a fuss for some of the wealthiest people in the country. He probably won't even notice. So did we steal a ticket? Did we steal a ticket from someone? I was partly trying to convince myself. They had a point. A blood-spattered ticket was bound to draw at least some attention when the clientele was this important. Okay, let's just say like the blood on the ticket is ours. They have no way of like thingy. When they check our names, he continued to whisper, but it wasn't really necessary. If it was a woman clad all in fur was loudly admonishing an attendant who was trying to shepherd her 5 excited dogs aboard. Okay, 5 dogs, okay. It was causing quite a scene. There's a scene already. I don't think so, there's no name on the ticket. Just relax and act like you belong here. Because you do belong here. Let's just pretend you do. Okay. After many angry threats and the calling of a manager, the attendant was replaced with someone else. The woman entered the train, pets in tow, and our turn finally came. The new attendant called us forward and held out his hand. Oh, with as much flippant confidence as I could muster, I turned the ticket over to him. Shit. As he gave the ticket a thorough once over, I saw his eyes link on a splotch of red. So much for him not noticing. Is this blood? No, sir. It is ink. I am a journalist, so... Blood? Oh my goodness, no. It's actually quite an embarrassing story. Oh fuck, I should have said it was blood. He can smell blood. I've been looking forward for this trip for some time, and the other night I had too much to drink. I took the ticket out to read the wonderful little description on it, and in my excitement, well, you can see what happened. Can you imagine me in my nightclothes, absolutely soaked in wine? The fabric is so thin too. I'm sure my servant's got quite an eyeful, right, Jay? Jay rolled his eyes, and the attendant blushed and stammered out a reply. Yes, I suppose I can picture it. Okay, it works, guys. Listen to me, recording such a lewd story. I suppose you must think I'm very unladylike. I put my hand to my chest and tried to look bashful and demure. It's such a stupid thing to be embarrassed about. But the attendant struck me as the type to try and comfort a woman in distress. It's alright, miss. That sort of thing happens to everyone. Why am I crying? I know you're just trying to be kind. He awkwardly placed his hand on my shoulder. Well, and then quickly removed it. Everything seems to be in order here. He handed the ticket back to me with fumbling hands. Yep, I spilled wine on myself. That was so embarrassing, bro. Please wait over here for the moment. Another attendant will be by shortly to escort you to your personal cabin. Ooh. The two of us left the queue and moved to where the man had indicated. Under his breath, Jay saw his usual nagging. You always give too much information. Will a simple yes or no have sufficed? No, we have to make it believable. Because we have to make it like believable. I scoffed. Lying is like telling a story. A well-covered lie sometimes becomes believable precisely because of all the little details. Did you come up with that yourself? Would you believe me if I said I did? It certainly sounded pretentious enough. God, Jay, you're such a... Okay. Regardless, I appreciate being left out of your stories. I'm not as quick on my feet as you. Okay, calm. I will remember that. Oh, but it's so fun to watch you squirm. Oh. Another attendant approached and waved us forward to board, just as we were about to stop on the platform, however. Shit. Oh my god, no. A man carelessly crossed our path, nearly colliding with Jay. Oh, excuse me. Do excuse me. I wasn't looking where I was going. Okay. I suppose both of us are quite clumsy. I beg your pardon? Ah, forgive me. I overheard you talking to the attendant. Oh, fuck. You must be an earnest person to share such an embarrassing story with someone you just met. But you were listening though. Like I had to explain where the wine stain came from. Like you didn't have to do me like that. I mean, everyone in the queue was probably picturing your predicament. Something about this man was setting off alarm bells in my head. Was he intentionally eavesdropping, and why does this feel so nostalgic? Miss? You bother us. Move. Yes, of course. My apologies. Oh, it's our childhood friend! He quickly stepped out of the way. With a small bow, he motioned us towards the board ahead of him. Ahead of him? After you, my lady. Oh. Did I get a flashback? I tried to keep my composure as a realization hit me. I have to get away from him and think, yes, well, let's go, Danjay. What? The attendant, who'd been looking on awkwardly, jumped back to attention. Can I take your luggage for you? Jay tightened his grip on our cases and didn't answer. I guess that's a no then. No, that's kind of right here. My companion here is more than capable. Very well, this way if you please. I think the attendant has a crush on me, bro. So who's this guy? He just was staring at me. Once inside, I can see that the whirlwind was truly a marvel. Ooh, this looks nice. We got the roses, we got the bed, we got the couch, we got the paintings. Oh my god. It almost felt as though we were on a train at all. Even my cabin looked like something out of a luxury hotel. This was quite a leap above the lodgings we had grown used to after traveling undercover the last few days. Ooh. Is that a full-size bed? Rich people are ridiculous. What's wrong with a normal passenger compartment? I wonder how much these tickets cost. The bed was indeed large and inviting. I wanted nothing more than to dive in and try it out, but there were more pressing matters to attend to. Okay, what do we have to do? Jay, that man on the platform, I think I know him. Jay stiffened, and I can see he immediately assumed his professional mentality. What? How? He used to work for my family when I was a child. We were quite close, actually. That is until I chose my word carefully. Oh god. Jay didn't need to know the details. Until he was let go. Whoa! I must have been around 10 or so. I never saw him again after that. Okay. So he used to work for our family, so he knows what I was like as a child, or he just doesn't remember. I don't know. Putting his hand to his chin, he began to pace. Ooh, you're pacing. That would have been, what, over a decade ago? What? Are you trying to guess my age? How rude. Anyway. He continued to pace without answering. It was clear he wasn't in the mood for playful banter. Ooh. On the platform, he called me my lady. That's how all the servants refer to me. I'm almost certain that was him. Oh, he was my servant. Ooh. Ooh. Not really childhood friend then. Like, Jay stopped under his tracks and thought for a moment. Then he swiftly grabbed our luggage and headed for the cabin door. What are you doing? This is too dangerous. If someone's recognized you, we need to leave. Now. I thought this is how we react. Okay, we can't leave now. We made a whole story about how we were excited, but we can't leave now. I even considered not telling him at all, but being recognized was dangerous for both of us. I mean, it would have been worse to keep in the dark. I'm not leaving. Excuse me? You can't leave. You said yourself, after what is done, it's not safe for us in Zephyr anymore. Zephyr is, Greek, isn't it? It means, like, bird, isn't it? Like, the Zephyrus is, like, Zephyr is the wind, one of the east winds, whatever. Not east wind, that's Eris. I think it's west wind? I believe it's one of the other winds. Yeah. Wait, what? Did I miss a thing? Can I go back? Oh, I can go back. By an almost stroke of luck, we find ourselves on the fastest way out of this country. This is literally our ticket to freedom. Jay stood and froze in the doorway, considering his options. If you want to leave, go ahead. I got perfectly fine by myself before you started following me out. I said, what, Poppy? You can't call him that, bro. That seemed to wake him up. He turned on his tail and glared at me, incredulous. Perfectly fine? You call that perfectly fine? What was I like? If that wasn't me, you'd be dead and buried in that perverted psychopath's garden. I would have been what? I would have been what? Buried what? He was getting annoyed now. Time to start pushing some buttons. And if it weren't for me, you'll be the one holding the shovel? Where's the backstory here? Perhaps that's what you want. To go back to serving perverted psychopaths. Beating their victims for them. And digging their graves. Oh! Ah! He works for one of them? Hmm? Okay, sorry. Okay. I'm okay. He looked like he was about to say something particularly nasty, but was stopped by a loud whistle. Ooh! The train lurched forward and began to gather speed. Shit. Well, I suppose that's settled then. Yep, we're here. He slammed the luggage down and stormed over to me, leaning in so his face was inches from mine. You're an infuriating woman, do you know that? I am. I think I'm beginning to understand why that bastard wanted to murder you, even though you found out, even before you found out you were robbing him blind. Okay, so it was a perverted psychopath. I do seem to attract the murderous type. Maybe I just have one of those faces. Yeah. Is that a shot at me? Are you conceding that you're attracted to me after all? You're too much trouble. Aww. He sighs, resigning himself to his fate. I need a drink. Surely they won't allow the esteemed passengers to go without alcohol for a whole 48 hours. 48 hours? Oh wait, this is a trip. 48 hours. Okay. Finally removing himself from my personal space, he began rifling through drawers and cabinets. I thought the issue was settled, but apparently Jay wasn't satisfied. As he searched, the lecture continued. What's the likelihood of a man from the platform recognizes Uniton? Pretty much. He did say my lady, so 100%, right? Am I psychic? How could I possibly know that? You could guess then. Sigh. In truth, it was extremely likely. Exactly. That he would have recognized me. He acted like we were strangers. Could I be wrong? He said my lady, bro. Like, like you said, it's been over a decade since we've seen each other. So it was a decade. Over a decade, huh? That would make you at least... Oh, my age has got revealed. Not who's infuriating. Didn't your mother ever teach you how to treat a lady? He scoffed at that. Only how to do that dirty work. Like, chores? Perhaps you could fill in the gaps for me. Okay. Basically, yeah. You don't ask you at their age, or how much they earn, or yeah. Wait, what? Did I miss that? Are you flirting with me? I didn't think you were capable. Ah, there we go. Huh? Opening the cabinet door wide revealed a collection of colorful bottles. He retrieved a particularly dull one and poured its contents into 2 glasses. Ooh. If he had recognized me, I think I should have think he was self-serving. He would not. Jay gave a slight pause, but quickly recovered and handed me one of the drinks. Had a thing for you then, did he? He didn't mean to... but he didn't remember you. So it must have been you who had a thing for him. Whoa! He swirled the liquid in the glass, trying to look uninterested. And you say you're not attracted to me. You know, who's the liar? I'm tired of this conversation. Let's talk about something else. The weather is particularly good today. Feeling rather annoyed by this line of questioning, I took a sip from my drink as well. Oh, shock. Blur, what is this? It's awful. Jay smirked and downed the rest of his own. Oh my god. What is this? What did you give me? Does it not suit the lady's delicate palate? Perhaps she ought to run back to her daddy's ranch and drink only the finest wines instead. You picked this one to tease me then. What is this one? Is it like whiskey? He did his best to maintain an austere facade, but sometimes someone more playful would peer through the cracks. Ooh. I drink it or you drink it? You drink it, buddy. You drink it. No, wait, what if that makes him sick? I don't want him to get too drunk. He is my bodyguard, so I'll drink it. If that is the kind of thing you like, I shall lower myself to your level. I brought the cup to my lips and hesitated. It really was disgusting, but I don't want to lose to that brute. I closed my eyes, and just as I was about to tilt the glass back, I felt a hand on mine. Huh? If you find this distasteful, allow me to do it for you. What was the point of me choosing that? Holding my gaze, and with us both still clutching the glass, he drank down every last drop. He pulled away and wiped his mouth, leaving me holding the empty cup. That's an interesting face you're making. Should I have let you try to, how do you put it, lower yourself to my level? You barely gave me a chance, afraid of losing to a girl. Just thirsty. What's the point of me choosing? Like, okay, at least they did that romantic moment, I guess. What? Is it like a event? One of the, like, key events to romance? I don't know. I knocked on the door, dropped us from a little game, and back to reality. Yes, you may enter. A train attendant opened the door and bowed. Sir, ma'am, dinner will be served shortly. If you wish, please make your way to one of the dining cars. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. He bowed again, turning on his heel and left. A shiver of anticipation ran up my back. Time to have some fun. Come, Jay, our audience awaits. Let's not disappoint them. Jay rolled his eyes and went to grab his jacket. I stepped past him and through the door of the cabin. Behind me, though. Whoa! fuck? Huh? I turned to look at the source of the sound, but it was only Jay. Huh? He was rubbing. He hit himself. He was rubbing a red mark on his face, one hand still on the doorknob. Did you just feeling that second drink now, aren't you? Shit, wait, he's drunk. No, wait, no. How cute. That's what you get for being a show off. Actually, as though nothing happened, Jay pushed past into the hallway. His face is still red. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Whether it was from embarrassment or the alcohol, I couldn't say. Let's go. Being late will draw undue attention. Of course we didn't want that. I followed after him. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, my voice is like, so dying. Okay. If it weren't for the countryside quickly passing by out the window, one could be forgiven for thinking they were in a very narrow house, rather than on the world's most expensive train. Ooh! After dinner, we made our way to one of the lounge cars. Oh my god, the cakes! And like, what's that? They're like little jelly cube things. I kept the sharp lookout for the man who spoke to us on the platform, but he was nowhere to be found. Maybe he didn't even get on the train. He had been a servant in a household when I had known him. I couldn't imagine he had made enough money to fit in with this crowd. I decided not to worry about it and continued to politely chat with the group that had gathered in the lounge. Oh my god, we have a man with a mustache. Okay. I need to drink more. Pardon me, bro. I don't know what happened to my voice. It's like dying, but it's okay, guys. Personally, I'm hoping to find a really nice rug in Gales. I collect them, you see. Collecting. A man, boarding man. The man in the mustache collects rugs. Good god. Enough about the rugs. There's always rugs with you. No one wants to hear about the rugs. Shut up, boarding man. It's just because you're not interested doesn't mean others aren't. Rugs have a rich history. What the fuck? What do you think, Miss Robin? Do you enjoy a good rug? Next to me, Jay snorted into his cup. I gave him a sharp kick in the shin under the table. Keep it together. Let's not embarrass the potential marks. I can't say I know much about them, to be honest. Perhaps you couldn't like me later. Oh, I'm professional. Though a change of subject might be in order for the time being. Your friend appears to be quite getting frustrated. As usual, I was quite popular with my traveling companions. Ooh, that's a good trait to have. A young and I dare say beautiful woman such as myself could always find someone to talk to. Having an animal personality came in handy for gathering information. Yes, of course. You're so gorgeous, Miss Robin. Oh my god! And it must be learned to be delicate in all things. Well said, my dear. Oh, wait, she's deep voiced. Okay. Well said, my dear. Do tell me, have you been to Gales before? I can't do deep voices, my bad. Have I been? I need to tell the truth, right? I've never been. This will be my first visit. I've always wanted to travel, and this seemed like the perfect time to start. Because I would not know anything about Gales if I was asked about it. The woman nodded in agreement. An express train from capital to capital is a genius idea, and it's so spacious and elegant. It certainly should be. The tickets only cost an arm and a leg. I'm glad for that, though. It's nice not having to worry about some of the things I might have to on a more public train. Okay. I had nothing to say to that, so I smiled pleasantly. If you think only poor people are capable of doing bad things, you must be very privileged indeed. Oh. They say travel broadens their mind. Well, I'm traveling for business, so I hope it broadens my pockets as well. Thanks, Monaco. What is it you do, Miss Robin? Wealthy widow? No, that would make the males dislike me, right? Because these are the weird Victorian, like morals, like the social norms. I don't want to deal with that, so I'm just gonna say I own a business. But if she asks me what business, I'm screwed. This is a much more complicated lie. But I'm a self-made woman. I started a company that makes shoes for dogs, and the rest is history. I made shoes for dogs. I'm a single boutique in Zephyr at the moment, but one of the reasons for this trip is to scope out a possible second location. Shoes for dogs? Intriguing. I would love to pick up something for my dear biscuit. Fuck, she has dogs. What's my idea, Miss Robin? You seem to have a good business sense. I've been blessed with many talents. How about you, handsome? What's your vacation? Oh. If decides to cancel me, Jay gave the vague answer we had agreed upon earlier. Protection. The woman tittered at that. Protection? How mysterious. Like I mean, right? You're much too pretty for such work. Having been pushed out of the conversation by these two women, The other men at the table had long since left. Okay, good job. Okay, they didn't hear what I said. Jay was at their mercy and it was clear he didn't like the detention. He is pretty, isn't he? But I'm sure he's very reliable. Ah, good looking and capable. You don't usually find that. You're quite lucky, Miss Robin. Ah. Surely you tend to lock him away, Robin. If you don't, some other woman is likely to steal him right under your nose. Perhaps you'd like to come work with me, love. I'll pay you twice as much for half the effort. I don't think so. Ah! The woman laughed. A man of few words, huh? I like the strong silent type. You're like 60, bro. Have you ever thought of getting rid of the eyeglasses? You look more dashing without them. I need them to see you. No, I disagree completely. They add to his character. The eyeglasses hint at a bit hidden vulnerability. I like a little tattoo on her neck. What do you say, glasses? Am I right? Are you hiding a tender side behind that sullen exterior? I assure you, if I was trying to be symbolic, I wouldn't have chosen something so inconvenient. Ah! I need them to see. Aww. Watching Jay deal with these women was extremely amusing, but he was quickly losing his temper. Such biting sarcasm as well. Are you sure I can't help you away, my dear? Come now, let's not be naive. It's clear Miss Robin and this gentleman have already some kind of agreement. I doubt he'd easily part with her. It was obvious they were fishing for the nature of their relationship, but Jay wasn't likely to bite. I better rescue him, if only to move this conversation along. I'm not saying brother, bro. If I am not saying brother, that's gonna cause a whole scandal. We're lovers. Yep, that's true. I suppose I can't hide it. We've known each other long, but he and I do have an arrangement of sorts. Isn't that true, my love? As you say. Aww. Oh my god. I'm still like dying, bro. Oh my god. Okay. How do I okay. Oh, I was hoping for a pet name at least. The deep voiced woman nodded knowingly. Yes, it's as clear as day. I laughed and touched Jay's shoulder. Ooh! I hate him just for mischief, if you catch my meaning. He's been lovely company, just saw. Huh? I hate to ask, but do keep that just between us girls. Part of the framework of arrangement is that other men don't know we're together. Okay, that's good. Huh? Ah, so you're right. This is what that disgusting drink you made me. The woman's eyes grow wide. Well, but you're quite a bold woman, Miss Robin. Good cook. Good looking, capable, and submissive. No, you have to let me know what agency he works for. These ears were bright red, a telltale sign that his anger was at his limits. It took all my concentration not to laugh. I'm laughing already. Oh. To my dismay, his sour expression quickly morphed into something more sinister. Fuck. This is sharing secrets. I suppose women won't mind if I say how much she likes it when I... Woo! Aha, yes, well, ladies, if you excuse us, we'll ought to make the rounds now. I leapt from my chair and dragged Jay from his own. Yes, of course, it's my dear. It's a long ride. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Bye, handsome. Silence. I feel bad now. Oh my god, that was not... I wandered around the other cars, meeting and greeting anyone who looked particularly interesting or gullible. Okay. Jay trailed me the entire time, which made it difficult to endear myself to anyone. Not many people want to talk to a woman while a man glares at them over her shoulder. If you don't want to be here, you could just wait in the cabin. That would make this much easier for me. And what is this? I hope you're not planning on doing anything stupid as robbing someone on this train. Aww. Where we are fleeing this country, need I remind you? What would you like me to do? Sit in the cabin and twiddle my thumbs? Yes, exactly that. In the cabin with our suitcase that is already full of stolen jewelry. Shit, the jewels. We left the case in the cabin. What was I thinking? We have to go back now. Let's go. He forcibly grabbed my arm and started to pull me towards the end of the car. The case is fine. It's locked. The cabin is locked, and we both have keys. This train is full of the wealthiest people in Zephyr. What reason would they have to steal from us? No, we have to check it. Like right now. Besides, there's security everywhere. You said so yourself. Jay had pointed out earlier in the evening that a few of the attendants looked rather questionable. I suppose in his line of work, it was necessary to spot these sort of threats. No one's going to break in the room. No, we have to check. But you intend to break into someone else's. I intend to be invited, actually. Are you insane? You're insane. Are you even listening to yourself? You need to calm down. The hard part is over. We're currently on the train headed for freedom, and no one is any deriser. What about the man you recognizes? If he realizes who you are, even if he does, why would he connect 2 and 2? To him, I'll just be some rich girl he knew years ago who's run away from her father. He'll probably think you and I are eloping. Oh! That would hold up with our story, actually. And if he does get suspicious, I expect you to handle him. That's what you do, isn't it? He scowled. You're overthinking this. If you're so worried about the case, then go back to the cabin and babysit it. Now, if you excuse me, I'll have some drunk rich people to impress with my charm and wit. No, let's go with him. Let's go with him. I don't like this. I wrenched my arm from his grip and walked away, leaving him standing there alone. Aw, it's not the case I'm worried about. No, let's go. I'm gonna come with you, bro. Don't worry. As the night rolled on, the crowd in the common areas thinned. I intended to avoid the mindfulness morning if I had to, but he had yet to turn up. I found myself in a lounge car, drinking with a small group of people. My current company was closer in age than me than those I dined with earlier. Okay, good. I'm much better crowd to work my magic on. Let's go. I'm excited to bring home some exotic fashion from Gales. I just love Gaelish styles. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Did you know that is in vogue for women to have their hair short there? Like a man. Isn't that interesting? Okay, yo, my hair is not that short. My hair is quite long. Fascinating. She glared at him for a moment and carried on with the conversation. I don't think I'd be brave enough to do that. Can you imagine what people would say once I return home to Zephyr? Your hair looks nice. What? You might be able to pull it off though, Robin. You have a soft round face, so I think you should look very feminine. Okay, yo, not with a giant forehead of hers. Ah! He said it so that no one but me could hear, but I gave his foot a hard stomp anyways. Oh, I thought he said that loud. To his credit, he tried to rinse as covertly as possible. You flatter me, but I don't think I'll be cutting off my hair while I'm there. I'm petite already. I'll be afraid of being mistaken as a child. What? A child? A sharp-dressed man, who had hardly said anything all evening, spoke up. Oh! You don't have to worry about that. Huh? You're much too beautiful to be mistaken for anything other than the woman you are. Aw, that's nice. I'm gonna steal from you. Jay tensed slightly in the seat beside me. Such blatant flattery was likely making him suspicious. He would have to get used to it. Empty platitudes were commonplace with a crowd like this. Yes, I am rather beautiful, aren't I? Oh, I would never say that. The man looked a little surprised I agreed. Perhaps he was used to his compliments being met with blushing denial. But I'm not like that. Let's go! Miss Rose, I do believe you're flirting. I'm just saying the obvious, though it seems Robin is already aware of her own assets. How straightforward. My assets, alright then. The elegant woman leaned towards me and spoke in a mock hushed voice. Mr. Rhodes is quite the eligible bachelor, Robin. Smart, hardworking, and dare I say handsome. No. Were I not already married, I'll be flirting right back. Who says he'd be interested in you in the first place? She gave the man a playful swat on the arm. You should be kinder to your wife. Aww. They're cute together. They're actually cute together. I do believe my wife is drunk. The group laughed. A rich bachelor, huh? Well, I think I know who I'm aiming for now. I don't want to with him though. I just want to go home. Okay, I appreciate the compliment, Mr. Rhodes. He smiled ever so slightly. Alright, you may call me Fletcher. Oh, Fletcher then. There you are, Fletcher. I've been looking all over for you. I froze for a moment as a man's voice called from the car's entrance. As he approached the group, I gathered my composure. I thought you had said you're turning in for the night. Oh, it's a guy. I intended to, but I'm on the way to cabin. A couple of Charlie women calling me. They treated me to a few drinks, and now I'm feeling social again. Oh my god. Okay. Welcome back, detective. Yeah, detective. Ooh. Detective? Purposely slashing from disinterest, Jay sat up and suddenly tucked one hand inside his jacket. Do you intend to shoot him right here in front of everyone? This is going to be a delicate situation. Oh my god. Hello again, and I see some new faces again as well. Ah yes, forgive me, Robin. Jay, this is Detective Wren. Oh. He's with the Zephyr police. Police? Okay, he's with the police over there. Why are you in the train? Police? This isn't good. Is he here for me? Does he know what I've done? Wait, Wren? That's not the name of the boy I'm thinking of. Could I be wrong? Oh no, he changed his name. Wren smiled at me and offered his hand. My mom was abuzz with 1,000 thoughts, but I kept my expression politely neutral. How do you do? A pleasure to meet you, detective. I shook his hand, which then he didn't offer to Jay. Arm still in his jacket, Jay didn't reciprocate. Instead, he gave a stiff nod. Detective. Oh. Thankfully, Ren wasn't afraid. Still smiling, he nodded back and took a seat next to Fletcher. Detective. Of course he would become a detective. This was definitely the boy I remembered, but did he remember me too? Hopefully not. Robin, huh? Oh. That's a pretty name. Thanks, buddy. You know, in girls, they say it's lucky to be named for a bird. Though I never found it particularly helpful myself. Maybe because it's not your real name. I could tell he knew I was lying. And he knew I knew he was lying. Oh my god, what? This was the same twinge of nostalgia that I felt on the platform. A long-forgotten feeling of rivalry that nothing else has been able to trigger. Had I been searching for that feeling this whole time? Oh my god, I don't want to pull a bullet with this guy. COVID are considered especially lucky. Whoever gave you the name Jay must be quite fond of you. Huh? It made sense that Ren knew I was using a fake name, but how could he know Jay was fake as well? That's not his real name. You mean my parents? Yes, I assume they were fond of me. Ren laughed. It was as warm and genuine as I remembered. You're right. Bit of a silly thing to say, wasn't it? I suppose all parents are fond of their children. ... Oh my god, what the fuck? Anyways, pardon the intrusion. Please go back to whatever you were talking about before I really interrupted. I wasn't talking about anything important. It was just Miss Rose and Robin were flirting. Oh my god! It's not so how lucky for Fletcher. I would have thought a woman as lovely as you would have spoken for by now. By now? What's he implying? Okay. Let's think about this. I'm recently... No, that will go against the lovers thing. That'll go against the lover things I said. Okay, I'm not that old. Detective, you ruined me. I'm still very young. I don't intend to let any man tie me down just yet. Fuck. I said lovers earlier, bro. Pardon me, my lady. I never meant to imply you're too old, only that you're quite beautiful. You must have men lining up for the chance to impress you. Okay, anyways. Do you think your flowery words will lower my guard? I won't be distracted so easily. After all, we've played this game before, haven't we, detective? You're rather charming yourself, aren't you? I'm sure you have all the girls swooning over you. Oh my god. He laughed again. This is such a mind game. I don't like this. I'm afraid I never had much luck with women. Oh, I was about to say children. I'm not very good at saying no, so I usually end up getting trampled on. But enough about me. No. Okay. If I'm being honest, I assumed you and your friend here, Jay, were a couple. Fuck. You seem to assume a lot of things. Jay glared at Ren as though he was trying to bore a hole through him with only his eyes. Ooh. It was Fletcher who finally broke the tension. You have to forgive the good detective. He has a bad habit of turning conversations into interrogations. Okay. That's quite obvious. I'm being rude, aren't I? My apologies. I'm inquisitive by nature, so I get a bit overzealous sometimes. Fletcher took another sip of his drink. I do hope I wasn't out of bounds in speaking so candidly to you, Robin. It would be egregious to try and take something that already belongs to someone else. Ooh, okay. Ooh. I try not to show my displeasure at his phrasing, but it must have been apparent. I suppose that joke was poor in taste. Oh, you can hear my voice going. Okay. I suppose that joke was poor in taste. You're not some man's property. I hope you forgive me. Thank you. It's quite alright. You're forgiven. But let's not make that mistake again, shall we? Yeah, let's not do that. Fletcher gave another slight smile and swirled the ice in his glass. He seemed to be finding this awkward conversation amusing. Why? Oh, I just knocked my mic over again. Woo! Okay. Hi guys? Are you good? Okay, good. Okay. I keep clicking the wrong thing, you know. I'm sure Robin and Jay are just acquaintances. I can't imagine what she would be so cold as to flirt with another man right in front of her lover. Actually, I've heard some men are into that. Yo, what do you mean by that? ... Oh, Robin, you said Jay was your bodyguard. How long have you two known each other? Quite a while. I'll be truthful. We've been together for quite some time now. Fuck. Why did I phrase it like that? Quite a while, you say. So you're acquaintances before you hired him then? Shit, I told those women something else, didn't I? No, I didn't. What? Okay then. I'll just go back. Okay, you know what? What did I tell the woman? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm gonna deal with it. I made a mistake. I chose the wrong option. I'm gonna deal with it. Yes, I've patronized him before. It must be nice to have a loyal customer, Jay. He's definitely something. It can be dangerous for a woman traveling alone, so he's accompanying me as protection. An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. It is the first train out of the country. I imagine if there are a number of intentioned people here. Oh my, I should hope not. The tickets are very expensive for the maiden voyage. I don't even think criminals would be able to afford them. Yeah, exactly. You have an innocent heart, man, but not all criminals are lowly burglars or pickpockets. Ooh. Oh shit. But there's no need to scare traveling companions for your pessimism. You're right. I suppose suspecting the worst is part of the job description. I just realized right now that every single of the characters is named after a bird. That just clicked right now. Oh my god. Please ignore me. This journey is probably quite safe. Probably? Anyway, are you ladies planning on doing anything interesting while in Gales? My husband and I are going on holiday. I find Galish interest a culture quite fascinating. Did you know some Gaelish practice witchcraft? They say the world used to be rife with the occult. Ooh. Fletcher scoffed. Simple folktales. If witches really existed, I should have... I should think at least some of them would have been seen in Zephyr as well. I don't know. No, it's true. In fact, we'll be arriving at the start of the Autumn Festival. Woo! Autumn Festival! It's a celebration of the harvest season, as well as all things magical. Woo! The name escapes me now, but also something rather macabre. Macabre. I had heard of the festival before, but I couldn't for the life of me remember what it was called. The, scarecrows? A harvest... It was something to do with scarecrows, I think. I don't want to give an answer just in case it's wrong, because I said I've never been here before, so I'm just going to remain silent. I wasn't completely confident in my answer, so I decided to keep quiet. I have to admit, I've never been to Gales myself, so I'm not sure. What about you, Robin? Ren flashed me a roguish grin. No, this will be my first time. Yeah, it's my first time. I suspected that if I volunteered anything that I knew about Gales, the detective would have commented on the fact that I've never been. It looks like it was a good idea to keep my mouth shut this time. Good job, me. It's called the Scarecrow's Feast. A Scarecrow's Feast? Yes, that's it. You know your Gaelish history, Mr. Rhodes? We're quite excited, aren't we, honey? The woman's husband was long since passed out. He sat slouched in his chair, snoring. What about you, Robin? Will you be on holiday as well? I'll be too busy. I'm business. This is business. I'm traveling for business. That's what I said. A festival sounds well and good, but I'm afraid I'll be short on time while I'm there. I'm traveling for business. Ah, that's right, the dog shoes. How did you know that? How did you know that? As I suspected, Ren was already aware of what I told a woman from Diner. Oh my god, dinner. Dog shoes? Yes, I'm entering the pin there. My shop makes custom shoes for dogs. I'm traveling to Gales in hopes for opening a second boutique. Oh my god, like, such a genius idea. I wonder how the process differs from making shoes for two people. You'll have to enlighten me. Of course, some other time maybe. Oh my god, to be able to travel to such an interesting event is a privilege. I only wish I could attend as well. Will you not be staying in Gales, detective? Sadly, no. I'll be returning home immediately when we reach our destination. My business is here, on the train. Woo! Oh my, has something happened with one of the passengers? I'm sure it's nothing you need to worry about. Ooh. Now, Fletcher, that's not entirely correct. The truth is, I'm here as part of a murder investigation. What? What? The woman gasped dramatically, and Ren's cheerful demeanor became something more serious. Gasp as well. We have to gasp. We have to gasp. We have to gasp. Hands still in his jacket, Jay made to sit up. Stand up. Robin, I think it's time we... Am I there really? Are you allowed to talk about it? I cut across Jay so that he couldn't suggest we leave. That's so suspicious. Do you have any idea how suspicious that would look? Use that thick head of yours. Conflicted, Jay slowly sat back down. His eyes remained fixed on the detective. Yes, I'd like to hear about this as well. Is there anyone we know? We're not in danger, are we? The elegant woman leaned in as though she was allowed to hear a particularly juicy piece of gossip. It's not gossip, bro. It's like a whole ass murder. ... Despite his early insistence that the detective was mongering, Fletcher seemed interested as well. When glanced around the car, as though making sure no one was listening in. Most of the passengers have returned to their cabins by now, and only a few attendants remained with us. Have you heard of a man named Bertilion Sullivan? Sullivan, okay. All at once, the colour of warmth drained from my body, and the room began to spin. I tightly gripped the arm of my chair and willed myself to focus. Focus, focus, focus. It will be the end if I pass out here. Keep it together. Well, yes, he's a famous jeweler. I do believe he's retired now, though. Actually, he's dead. He was found in his home a few days ago. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Beside me, I could practically feel Jay fighting for his life not to jump up and strangle the detective right then and there. How awful. He was either auto. Are you sure it was murder? Pressure. Last I heard, gunshot wounds are a symptom of aging. Whoa. No, but they can be a symptom of weak will. I heard through the grapevine that it was believed he committed suicide. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There's a leading theory, yes, but Mr. Sullivan was extremely wealthy and, dare I say, a notorious man. I think there are many people who would want him dead. That's true. And notorious in what way? I've always heard good things about him. Yes, to the general public, Mr. Sullivan appeared to be a well-meaning philanthropist. Philanthropist? In private, however. In private? I was well aware that what Beltram Sullivan was like in private. A monster. He was rather depraved. Depraved! Apparently, it was well-known secret in the social circles that despite having a wife, Mr. Sullivan often enjoyed the company of beautiful young women. Yo! Women who would mysteriously disappear when he grew tired of them. Yo! That is terrible, detective, but it's bad luck to speak ill of the dead, no matter what sort of depravity they indulged in. That sucks! Might so, but I said before, my luck has never been great to begin with. As a man of the law, I cannot abide such disgusting behavior. Look at you. Yeah, here you are, investigating his murder. Tell me, detective, if you find this reprehensible, why even bother? Okay, bro, why am I asking that? I should just act shocked like another woman. Ren arched his eyebrows and gave me a sly smile. Are you suggesting, my lady, that I should ignore such a tantalizing puzzle because of my personal feelings for those involved? Personal feelings, eh? If Mr. Sullivan is as bad as you say, then perhaps your efforts would be better spent elsewhere. Isn't there more important things that you could be devoting your time to? No. I like to think I'm more complicated than that. Okay then. That's why I enjoy tormenting you so much. There's no fun when everyone lets you do as you please. Mr. Sullivan was a vile man. Oh god, whoops. But whoever killed him committed the crime as well. That's true. We committed a crime! And they did so, knowing the police would come looking for them. As a detective, I'm constantly at odds with the criminals I pursue, and I don't like losing. Letting this case go cold just because his victim was a terrible person would be the same as conceding defeat. Well said, sir. Well said. You speak as though you see all of this as a game. I must certainly do. Well, I intend to win. And if the criminal wins, he thought for a moment. Then I suppose they deserve their freedom. Okay, we have to win. Shock. Huh? Everyone was stunned. No one commits a crime without reason. If they're able to beat me at my own game, maybe they were in the right after all. That's not very moral, detective. No, but it's fair, wouldn't you say? The question was posed to the group at large, but Ren's eyes were on me alone. Why are you looking at me, sir? That's not justice. That's not justice. That's not justice. If this was some kind of trap, I wasn't going to fall for it. It was a reason, detective. They're there to protect us. If you're saying that anyone should be able to do as they please, as long as they can get away with it, I have to say that's not justice. Smirking, Ren leaned forward and made a show of carefully considering my words. Is that so? Oh my god, fuck, did I make a wrong decision again? I agree with Robin. If you ask me, I'd say you're rather deprived yourself, detective. I suppose you're right, though I never claimed to be completely innocent. Oh my god. Ren laughed, and when he spoke again, he was back to his congenial self. What opinionated group. I'm glad I decided not to turn in early after all. You should have turned in early. That was all wonderfully melodramatic, detective, but what does this have to do with you being on a train? Alright, the most important part. According to those close to him, Mr. Sullivan was in possession of a Whirlwind Express ticket. Apparently, he was planning on transporting some pieces of his personal jewelry collection to Chaos, possibly to sell. Oh my god, no. We couldn't find either the ticket or the intended pieces when we investigated his home. Oh god. Jayan's eye shared the slightest of glances. How did he know about the jewels? Oh my god. If that's true, then I think it should be very easy to find a culprit. You could simply check the passenger list against the current passengers, and whoever is out of place is a murderer. There's no name on the tickets. That would be a brilliant idea, except there is no such list. The train's manufacturer made it so the passengers are able to remain anonymous. Yeah. I suppose he wanted to protect the privacy of his patrons. Perhaps you could search each passenger's luggage for the missing jewelry pieces. That's true. If only we could, it would be violating Jeffrey privacy laws to do so without just cause. Okay, we cannot give them a cause. It's like the amendment, you know, like a policeman cannot search your home in America if they have like an amendment or something like that. I don't know. I'm British. If someone was especially suspicious, say I kept catching them in lies. Fuck. I have the authority to search them then. Okay, so I have to keep track of everything I say because oh my god, that's how it is. It seems like you have your work out for you then, detective. I can't believe the Suffolk police are plagued by such much red tape. Many of my colleagues will agree with you. But personally, I don't mind. All games have their own rules. But anyway, I hope your lady will stay safe. Please don't try not to associate with anyone who seems particularly suspicious. As he glanced around the room, his eyes lingered for just a second too long on Jay. Fuck. Oh. Quickly breaking eye contact, Ren stood up and stretched. And now I feel socialized half to death. I think I'll turn into the night. Goodbye. He turned to me and gave a nervous smile. Starting such a dark conversation right after a meeting. I must have scared you ladies. I hope we can still be friends. Of course. You don't scare me. We can be friends? Of course we can be friends. I'm gonna flirt with you. I stood as well. Now I was so close to him. It was obvious how much he had grown since I last seen him. Have you always been this handsome? Perhaps I wasn't old enough to notice before. I offered my hand, which he gladly took. We never stopped being friends, detective. That wasn't what I was trying to say! For a moment he looked genuinely overjoyed, and his grip on my hand tightened ever so slightly. I'm happy to hear you say that. You know, detective, I'm quite fond of games myself. Is that so? I nodded and leaned in close, whispering in his ear. I don't like to lose either. I didn't mean to do this! I didn't mean to do this! Yo! My breath tickled his neck, causing him to shiver. Maybe if feeling stuck, the two of us could discuss this puzzle of yours together. Two heads are better than one, as they say. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, Jay. Perhaps I'll take you up on that. Good night, Ren. Good night, Robin. That was so cute. Oh my god. I let go of his hand and headed for the door. Jake followed close behind me. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, Jay. Jay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm loyal, sir. When we finally at the car, I gasped for breath. My entire body was buzzing with electricity. A fucking detective. What are we going to do? Not here. Wait until we're in the cabin. I tried to walk, but it was as though my legs weren't listening. I stumbled and Jay quickly caught me by the arm. Aww. Careful, you idiot. Oh my god. He must have been worried because his name-calling lacked its usual bite. He put his arm around my shoulder and helped me support my weight as we quickly headed back to the cabin. Okay, let's go. We walked in the silence, but my mind was swarming with thoughts. Ooh. Okay. It's fun. So it's a game you want? Well, allow me to oblige. But I hope you remember, Ren, that I have never once lost to you. 24 hours is over? This is part 2? No, never mind. Jay paced it when he was nervous. I've loved everything that happened today. How can you not be? As he walked, I tracing a line from the edge of the bed to the opposite wall. He tried to remember every detail of the evening's events. Should he miss something important, make one small misstep, everything could come crashing down. Some of the attentions are more than just security, I'm sure of it. Are they policing the skies? I'm not fucking detective. What are the odds someone would recognize Robin? Does he know me as well? Oh my god. He paused briefly and glanced over at her, curled up in the bed. Aww. You've only been together for a short while, but it was long enough to know she could fall asleep at nearly the drop of a hat. He listened to her soft, gentle breathing, and it calmed him down a bit. How can you sleep in a situation like this? I don't understand you. Oh, it seemed like a detective did, though. Jay could only watch as the two carefully navigated their conversation, like rivals playing a game of chess. He'd never been good at a conversation himself. Robin probably find it relief to finally have someone else to talk to, even if they were trying to convict her of murder. How many times today did she tell him to leave? It was clear that she didn't feel she needed his protection or his company. No, I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. Why am I following you around anyway? What reason do I have to throw my entire life away for you? No, I'm sorry. Because you're a pussy? Because you're funny and kind? Am I that much of an idiot? Oh my god, Jay, I'm sorry. He already knew he was. His mother had made him acutely aware of his weakness, and she had taken every opportunity to punish him for it. You're far too trusting. That won't do in our line of work. The next time I find out you made another friend, I'll have you to do the deed yourself. Her words echoed in his head. Even as the door heaved, the thought of her wrath caused him great distress. I'm pathetic. No, Jay. Robin had called him some lost puppy, and he supposed that was true. He had burned his bridges when he helped kill a client to protect her. He had no one else to go now. His mind wandered to the playful banter this morning, to the sour face she made when she took a sip of the drink he made. He wanted to kiss her then, to feel her warmth against him and run his fingers through her soft hair, to hold her close and never let her go. Oh my god. But he didn't, and now it was probably too late. It didn't matter. He was planning on parting ways with her when they reached Gales anyway. He didn't deserve to continue putting her in danger. He crossed the room once more, but this time he stopped before turning around. Gently, so as not to wake her, he sat on the edge of the bed. Oh my god. As he watched her sleep, the argument they had that evening played over in his mind. Are you crazy? He clearly knows what we've done. Let us stay in the cabin now. We can't continue to give him ammunition against us. I told you, he may suspect us, but he doesn't have any proof. If he did, he'd have arrested us on the platform. He thinks Sullivan deserved what he got. He was passively inviting us to try and get away with this. He's not using the fact that he's recognized. He's not going to use the fact that he's recognizing me. He thinks he will be cheating. He tends to play this game clean. You seem to have a lot of faith in this man you haven't seen for over 10 years. What makes you think you're so special? Jane knew the reason, but he wanted to hear her say it. It was making him furious as she kept dancing around the issue, as though he was too stupid to notice. What do you mean? I'm not blind, Robin. He may have been speaking to the whole room, but his words were meant for you. He searched for a better word than the ones that came to mind. Infatuated with you. No! Robin gave him a searching look, as though she didn't believe what he was saying. You're jealous of him, aren't you? He could feel- oh my god. He could feel his face suddenly red with anger and embarrassment, and her look of slight annoyance only deepened the hurt he felt. No, I'm sorry, I'm not annoyed, bro. Jay. He didn't want to hear her rejection. If you trust him so much, maybe you should go sleep in his bed. Let him protect you. You're nothing but trouble anyway. Oh my god, what the hell? The words spilled out before he could stop it, but he hated himself for it. I'm pathetic. She stood there staring at him, dumbfounded. You really are an idiot. Oh my god. That's your argument? What the fuck? She hadn't spoken to him for the rest of the evening. Eventually she fell asleep and Jay was left alone with his thoughts. He sat down on the bed with her sleeping peacefully beside him and cursed himself for his childishness. Why did I say that? Oh my god. There wasn't much time left before they would part ways, and he had ruined any affection she may have held for him. Oh my god, no! As he stood in his self-pity, he felt a gentle tug on his arm. Huh? He turned to see that Robin, still asleep, had grabbed the hem of his shirt. He could hear her mumbling softly. She must be dreaming. He leaned down to see if he could make out what she was saying. Shay. Huh? Huh? She was calling his name, not the made-up one she gave him when they fled the country. His real name. Oh, that's cute! He put his head in his free hand, allowing her to cling on the other. For the first time in days, his mind was clear. He knew what he was going to do now. If the train stopped, he was going to protect her no matter what. Jay, you're a wonderful man. He would even kill her, precious detective if he had to. Yo, what? Yo, what? Yo. Part 2? Part 2? I should stop here. You know what? Nah. Let's continue, bro. Let's go. Let's continue. Wait. I need to check how long this game is. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. I'm trying to find how long it is. How long is this game? Oh, 2 and 3. Okay, there's 3 parts, so it's probably 3 hours long. Should I split this into 3 parts? Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna split it on 3 parts. My bad, guys. Okay. See you all. Yeah, blah blah blah. Let me save here, bro. Let me save here. Okay, guys. See you all later. I will have this uploaded. Just like a little break between fucking what's his name, Living Panic, because there's so many reasons that. Okay. Okay, bye everyone. See you all later. Bye.